What's shaking, y'all boys? It's Red Rum back with another video, man. This is a Madden online gameplay head-to-head. I'm San Francisco going against the Browns. Today they got a game, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who's gonna win that one. Raiders, San Francisco, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not a Niner fan. I just wanted to go ahead and see what the hype was about and go ahead and go see what their squad was on. They got a decent squad. They something cool. And I actually like this matchup. It's pretty good. Shout out to the Browns. They got squad too, so pretty interesting game. Um, y'all let me know what y'all think about the Donda album that just dropped. I listened to a couple of tracks. I like a few tracks. Some tracks I can see on movies and TV shows and shit like that. But other than that, I see what Ye trying to do with the sounds and shit. But if you know Ye always trying to do something different, come different, everything different. But I said that one track with Cardi and that man Favi, that shit was hard. That shit was hard. But other than that, man, I gotta tell y'all about basically how I was a side dude at my job. And if you know me, I ain't gonna lie, I've been out here slanging for a minute, man. I've been out here, I ain't gonna lie, I've been doing niggas dirty, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I've been out here doing niggas dirty. You know what I'm saying? But if your girl choosing up, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? No one's safe unless you the homie. If I know you, you know what I'm saying, that's hands off. But, you know, if not, and I don't know you, I mean, shit, man. I gotta get mine. But this was basically the year of 2016, man. My year. I ain't gonna lie. Out of every year that I have had on this earth, I say 2016 was the best year so far. I mean, I know I got many years ahead of me, but so far 2016 was a shit. There was so much shit that was happening, fam. I mean, that man Future had Dirty Sprite 2 out, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was fueled off that shit. But this story takes place at my job, at work, you know what I'm saying? I mean, as y'all know, those that have been listening, I mean, I've been cooling off the little chicks that go to my job, you feel me? I've been sparing them as of lately. Um, you know, I haven't been really doing anything with them, really. But, you know, if something comes through, then yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make that move and finesse. But other than that, it's pretty much get the paper and get the hell out of there. And, you know, I'm trying to take advantage of the free as I can. You know me and my schedule, but back to the story. I digress. So we're gonna start off with mid 2015. So mid 2015, around I wanna say August. I wanna say at least August, September. Okay, so, you know, I'm making a name for myself a little bit, you know. I got people that's behind me and shit like that. I was popping, but not that popping, you know what I'm saying? So I had, you know, niggas that knew me or whatever. And I was still trying to work my way through the job or whatever and be the ultra performer that I am at that job. And the job specifically, if you guys are new, in the Bay Area, I work at your local shipping company. You think about what that shipping company is. I gotta protect the innocent on this one. So, you know, the names, locations will be televised, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll be discreet. So, I work at one of your shipping companies. So, I'm there rocking out or whatever. And I come through, and there's this thick, short, like, fine ass Latina girl, man. Just on my work area, just in my work area. And I'm like, what's up with this? You know what I'm saying? And I had a boy at the time. He is a key component to this story. He is, oh God. I don't even want to get into how much he is just such a, just green as hell, just green, lame, all that shit. Like, we cordial now, but it'll never be how we had it, man. But that's what happened. So me and this man, we gonna name him L. We used to call him L anyway. So we're gonna name him L. So L, come up to me. Oh yeah, what's up, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like he had that good ass energy about him. You know what I'm saying? Like he was hella upbeat and shit like that. He'll roast the shit out of you, and he'll help you and roast the shit out of you at the same time. You feel me? And he was just cool as fuck, you know what I'm saying? And we would just cat off the most at that motherfucker. We would get our shit did, but we cat off all the fucking time. So we would, load the packages in the trailers and, throw them big heavy refrigerators or furniture in the trailers together and all that. So coming to me, what's up, nigga? I'm like, what's good? He was like, oh, you check out New Girl? I was like, what's up with New Girl? He was like, oh yeah, she just came on the bed or whatever. I'm just like, okay, what you finna do with that? Because he got a reputation of just, you know, just running through him. So I'm thinking, okay, that's his next victim. Whatever, right? So I'm not paying it no mind or whatever. But then at the same time too, I'm like, shit, I gotta strike while the iron's hot, you feel me? So I'm like, I gotta go ahead and go see what's up with baby. So I went ahead and, introduced myself. Hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? What's your name? And she was like, oh yeah, my name is, we're gonna name her Christina. So Christina, she was trying to be cordial, nice, and shit like that. And, I ended up going for the kill. I'm like, so what you doing this weekend? You know what I'm saying? I find you cute or whatever, and I think we should link up or whatever. That's where her whole mood changed, family. And you know how females do. When they either not attracted or they got a whole situation going on, they switch up quick. So they into the deny. You know what I'm saying? They press the deny button heavy. You know what I'm saying? They Matumbo your offers and shit like that, nigga. They like LeBron and your shit in the finals. Like, nigga, get that shit out of here. So what happened was, she was like, nah, I'm good. And she was like, I'm good. I got a dude, right? And if you know me, and what y'all should do, those that are listening and that are watching this film, if she ain't interested, dog, spare her, man. Throw her back in the water, fam. Because it is what it is. So, after that, I was just like, okay, have a good one or whatever. So I just, at the end of the day, just was hella distant and hella just hella distant and hella just not really fucking with her like that. So I was letting her do her or whatever for like a few weeks, couple months or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I forgot to give y'all a backstory. Yet again, I'm dealing with a goddamn Gemini, dog. God, baby was a Gemini, fam. I don't know what it is about these Gemini hoes, bruh. Every time I go ahead and try to make something pop with their ass, it don't work out. It just don't work out. And then eventually, when I'm just like through with their asses, I'm like, alright, I can't fuck with you no more. So I'm about to just see what else is out there. Then they want to fuck with me. So I don't know what it is about their asses, but them Gemini hoes need to tighten up and get that shit together. But, and speaking on that, and I got another goddamn Gemini female that's in my class, dog, that I end up dubbing, and it's horrible. Seeing her every day is like, oh my god, it's horrible. And she be doing little shit like, she be taking little glances at the kids. So You know how that go, but I don't know what's up with them Gemini girls. They got issues, bruh. They got issues, but they be fine in the motherfucker, but they got major issues. So, back to the story. So, I just let a few months go by, just being cordial, just ignoring her or whatever. And, Shawty starts making her moves. She making little moves now. So, I got a couple of little, Hispanic homeboys, right? That I used to work with. One of them became a driver, but he drives them 18-wheeler trucks, so he making big ass bank right now. But he used to be out here slanging too. But I don't know. He's so-called married and so-called lovers girl and shit like that. But I don't think so. I think he low-key still slanging like that. You feel me? I think he's still hitting them and splitting them on their asses. You know what I'm saying? But he used to, him and his other boy used to go ahead and finesse us food. Like, if, like, it was like a Friday or he just felt like it, he'll buy like 20 things or like McChickens or go to like Costco and finesse like some, what do you call it? And finesse like 4 or 5 big ass pizzas and shit like that. Like, our section was lit, and everybody used to come to our shit because it was like, nigga, we was always popping. We always had our shit there, and we always fucked around. We sometimes had loud music playing. We was getting our shit there, or we would mess around and let me see. Or we would mess around and have food, so everybody would come visit us just to come visit us, because what I'm saying, we was lit. So it was one day, Shawty made a move. You know what I'm saying? She made a little. You know how girls make their moves, man. They don't be no big ass moves, but in their head they be big as fuck. So, but baby get a little bit bolder as this story goes on, but um, you know, she ends up uh baby ends up messing around, and we got this conference room. So around break time we'll go ahead and go eat and like clown around and do hella shit. So it was break time, and my boy finessed the pizza and shit like that. I like to sit at the end and shit like that. I like to sit in the back, whether it's shit class, on BART, anywhere. So I like to sit in the back, you know what I'm saying, low key tuck. So I end up sitting in the back, and then I'm thinking baby gonna sit in the front of some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, nigga, I just want my pizza. I don't care about none of that, right? Excuse me. So she messed around and sat right across from me, boy. I was like, wow. I was like, wow, baby trying to make moves now. I mean, at the end of the day, too, I was still like, okay, I gotta ignore you, because, I mean, it is what it is. I can't really fuck with you like that. So, I'm like, okay, it is what it is on that. So, I let that shit pass or whatever. That was like her first move. I'm like, alright, whatever. Then down the line, I'm still ignoring her. I'm still doing my job. Still messing around and clowning around, and females, I ain't gonna lie, the females back then that worked there compared to now, oh my god, it was some baddies. I ain't gonna lie, it was some low-key baddies up in that joint. It was some freaks that wanted to go ahead and mess with the boy heavy. It was a lot of shit going on, you know and she peeped that or whatever, and I guess she ended up a little jelly, family. She was a little jelly that she wasn't getting all that attention like that, and I was giving it to other females. So, I'm still rocking out, whatever. And she threw out another subliminal. This is like now close to, November or whatever. So around November, she ended up finding out because if you know me, nigga, I be rocking hella red. Like red is like my favorite color. I fuck with red heavy. You know what I'm saying? So heavy that shit. If I was banging, I for sure would be on the red side. But I digress. But she messed around and bought a red hoodie, fam. I was like, what? She paying attention to the kid like that? You know what I'm saying? She trying to really make her move. So I'm just like, okay, that's nice. You got a little red hoodie. Okay, for sure. So whatever. I'm still doing my thing or whatever. And it used to be to where like when I wear my hoodies, I always wore it to like, I always wore my hood to where like you couldn't see me. But like if you knew how I was built and you could tell by the cologne and how, loud the music was, you could tell like it was me. So, you know what I'm saying? So she ended up start doing shit that I was doing. So she would go ahead and rock her hood and shit like that every day. Like you couldn't see her and shit. And I'm just like, what's going on with baby, right? So I messed around, still working and shit like that. And she'll make little small talk like, oh, we got hella shit today. We got hella shit to load today or whatever. So that's as far as like, she'll go as far as like shooting her shot. So she'll just try to make hella conversation and shit like that, hella small talk. But me, I'm like, if this small talk ain't gonna lead to fucking, then baby, we ain't got nothing to discuss. So one day she pulled me to the side, and I think it was either hella hot or something like that, or she just was getting hella sweaty because she low key worked hella hard too. But like, she'll have like, I guess you could say like issues as far as like keeping her shit together sometimes. Cause she'd low key be kind of suspect cause she'd drink before the job. But like, she'll be hella tucked and shit like that. So it won't be as bad. So she came up to me, right? Just her breath smelled like a little bit like alcohol. And I'm looking at her and shit like that. I'm like, nah, baby ain't faded like that though. But I'm just like, just making mental notes or whatever. So she ended up coming to me and saying, oh, one of my titties came out, when I was sitting up loading, right? And she used to wear like little tops where like she has spaghetti straps and shit like that, but she tried to use them as tank tops. So what happened was, she ended up messing around and telling me that information. I'm like, okay, whatever, what I'm saying? I'm not really worried about it. It's like, okay, for sure. You gotta keep them joints. What I told her, I was like, you gotta keep them joints within your shirt, you know what I'm saying? Cause I don't know, her joints wasn't big, but you know what I'm saying? Her titties was workable, you know what I'm saying? They was cool. They was like some C cups or whatever. So, I messed around and just let that pass by, and most of y'all probably like, damn, nigga, she threw the biggest shot of all time, nigga. She told you, nigga, her titties was out in the trailer, bro. Like, why didn't you go ahead and finesse that and do what you want with that? I was more like, okay, whatever, fuck this bitch. So, spam L in the comments, you know what I'm saying, for not, going after that signal. So, I'm like, alright, whatever. Fast forward to finally December. She made another move. So my boy Lloyd or whatever, we sitting up working or whatever. We trying to get these big ass packages within these trailers, and I'm sitting up. It's just a heavy day. It's hella shit. She had her hood on to where I couldn't see her, and she walked by and she like grabbed my wrist. Like, she was biting her lip and she grabbed my wrist. And I didn't say nothing about it. I was just like, I don't know, whatever, you know. So, I'm being hella nonchalant about it. But my nigga came up to me. He like, nigga, she trying to fuck, bro. What you doing out here, right? So I'm like, fam, I'm not even trying to be on that type of time. I'm playing it cool, just like, man, be cool, bro, blah, 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 right? He was like, nah, nigga, she like you. And I'm like, alright, whatever, right? So, you know, I did that shit. And then, come to find out, like, it was, fast forward to 2000, it was early January. So, early January, I mess around and, I mess around and baby put me to the side, and you know I end up shaking hella early because I was trying to get like either a 4-day weekend or a 5-day weekend popping on New Year's. So I was like, all right, cool. I was like, all right, cool. So I'm messing around and go, you know, have some fun or whatever. And I had fun with my homies and shit like that. Came back, baby pulled me to the side. It was like, you owe me a New Year's Eve kiss, right? So I was like, alright, for sure. So I was like, if you serious, you know what I'm saying, let's see what's popping after work. So we go to our car after work and shit like that. I go ahead and make out with her and shit. It was cool. I ain't gonna lie, the shit was solid, fam. The shit was cool. So I'm sitting up rubbing on her ass. I don't know what it is about Geminis. Like, Gemini hoes, I ain't never met a Gemini hoe that don't have a fat ass. Like, that's they staple. That's they signature as far as like they body part. They be having the fattest asses. Like, that ass was huge. I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting up rubbing on her booty and shit like that. And that was the first kiss. You know, and I let her go. And the time go on and shit like that, and I'm starting to open up a little bit because I'm like, okay, bitch, you serious? So, okay, you get a little bit of my attention. And then, we start messing around. Every now and then, I go to our car, and I don't know what it was about baby, but she always wanted to give me a damn hand job. Like, that shit was the weirdest shit to me, because I'm like, put your mouth on it. Like, the fuck? You sitting there playing with it and shit like that. Like, put your mouth on it. And the thing was, though, it was the driest hand job, because it's like, we sitting up touching packages all day and shit like that, and you sitting up trying to jerk me off. I mean, she would tease my shit and we'd make out and I suck on her titties and shit, but other than that, it's more like, that's all. But I never nutted every time she played with my dick, so I was just like, okay, whatever. So she's now in the motion of, okay, now we really need to fuck. So she pulled me to the side and shit like that, and I was like, okay, we gonna get this poppin'. We gotta go somewhere discreet and shit like that. And at the time, you know what I'm saying, my Corolla was smooth as fuck. Now that shit is ass. Like, I can't get this shit to go 2 blocks, but that motherfucker was rolling for years. So we messed around and I'm sitting up looking for a space to really fuck and shit like that, and it was hard to really smash. So I messed around, and like I said, I live in the Bay Area, so I took her to basically the Alameda Beach, so near I forgot where that place is, but basically near that new little plaza. So if you from the Bay Area, you know where I'm talking about. But it's a beach and then it's like a plaza. So it was a bus stop, and I just parked near the apartment complex near the bus stop. And then, you know what I'm saying, I told her get in the back seat, because I climbed in the back seat. And, you know what I'm saying, I got it popping with baby, you know what I'm saying? So I got it popping with baby. and shit like that. And you know, it took me hella long. It took me hella long to nut. But at this time, fam, I was on my just, you know, just green shit, fam. Like, I was smoking hella tree at the time. I was drinking hella soda. I was not on as much of a healthy and just vibrant vibration as I am today. Like, I'm totally different person. So, you know what I'm saying? So, and I used to, you know what I'm saying? I used to be jerking it just like y'all, waxing it every night. And, you know, and all that shit between, you know, not taking care of myself and waxing it every night, fam. It took me hella long to nut. So, and it was to where baby ended up having locked jaws and shit like that. But we still getting it popping or whatever. And I'm just like, you know what? Your ass gotta make me, you gotta make me pop. I'm not gonna have you just sitting up doing all these tricks and all this other shit, you know what I'm saying? And which everything was smooth as fuck. But I didn't like the fact that, like, when I went to smack her ass, she was more like trying to be like on some wholesome shit, like I smacked her on the ass when she was sucking me and shit, cause that motherfucker was fat, and she was like, "Why are you trying to hurt me?" I'm like, "Bitch, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Like, you are out here to be freaky. You're not out here to be wholesome and give me some wholesome ass sex. Like, what is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying?" So, you know what I'm saying? We did what they did, and I popped in her mouth, and she spit me out. But I mean, looking back in hindsight, I mean, how I was living, the lifestyle I was living, I mean, shit, I don't blame her. But shit, if she was to go ahead and get something popping with me now, I'm pretty sure she would drink every drop, man. But I ain't saying I'm the healthiest nigga in the world, but my choice is a lot better than what it was in 2016. Damn, I love 2016. That was my year, boy. But yeah. So messed around and we did it, and the story gets a lot more grimier as far as like me and my boy L and this female Christina, man. I only got like a few minutes on this gameplay left, so the next upload, I'm gonna give y'all part 2 on what happened. I thought I could tell this joint within 30 minutes, but I guess not. So y'all enjoy this damn gameplay, man, and you know, my motto is attraction is king, fam, and you know, sometimes when you let that fish go, shit, that fish might sometimes just come back on your ass. You feel me? Sometimes that fish might come back. Well, that should be always happening with them Gemini hoes. And I gotta deal with one. I gotta deal with 2 of them tomorrow. I gotta deal with one at my school that I dubbed, and I gotta deal with the other one that's at my job that I dubbed. That my homeboy is still trying to get after, allegedly. So I'm gonna see the aftermath of what happened, because your boy took vacay, and I feel like my boy kinda, he like, damn, you know, I could take this time to kinda make something pop with her and shit like that. And I'm just like, you know, if he say he cracked her, it is what it is. But I don't think so, because I mean, he's setting up doing all this weird, you know, buying her shit, tricking his money off, and thinking that's going to, you know, finesse his way in the pussy, but I don't think so. But in short, Gemini hoes is crazy, and if you trying to deal with one, just dub their asses, and they might be interested, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know, don't force attraction, you feel me? If she ain't feeling you, you know, you gotta move on, fam. You can't just sit up and be stuck on this one joint, especially that if she bad or whatever, I mean, they outnumber us, you feel me? So I'm gonna let y'all sit on that. Part 2 coming soon. Red Rum out. Y'all be smooth, man.
Now Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield swings this out for Hunt. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Let's go. 180. Alert, alert, alert.
Here's Baker. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the victory here for San Francisco, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural.
Yeah,
but
I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody.